You tuned in to the Brotherly Show. If you tryna get litty, have a couple drink with Willie. Come and join the Litty, on the Brotherly Show.
You know the fucking vibes, man. It's the motherfucking Brotherly Show, man.
Shit. Therefore I am. Therefore I be a self-made nigga. My first tape made me buy a coast. My second tape made me immortal. By the third I was Doug King. Realest dope boy the streets of Vegas ever seen. Then I linked up with the boss. Any sneak diss and now I get you knocked off. I was trapping hard, screaming fuck the ladies. Now M&G got me at the table.
Maybach Music.
I'm good in Bumpton and in Middle Haze. All the gangsters love me, but the suckers hate me. I can get that work there for a lot less. I can get your chain back if you got pressed. I emerged from the trap house in the slums, where we dog hoes, flip work and love guns. Got me a brick and then I swore I'd die a rich nigga. That's on my name, this pocket change to get you hit, nigga. Airproof carbon stash, fuck a K9.
You know the fucking vibes, man. You know what it is. Your boy Litty from the Brotherslitty-Show. We got Yowda in the building, man. What's popping?
You already know what it do, man. What's good?
Yo, I appreciate you. Before we get anywhere, before we do anything on the show, I appreciate your time. I
appreciate y'all having me, man.
I mean, I know you touring, you busy.
Appreciate these rap snacks too, man.
Shout out to Rap Snacks, yo, for sure. How are they?
You know,
You gonna crack another one, bro? Shout out to Fetty on that.
Fetty Wap, man. I'm fucking with Fetty.
So we're gonna go straight into it. Facts of the week. So every episode we talk about the facts of the week, which is, well, I don't even consider it a fact because a lot of this shit is on blogs, this, that, and the other. But this one's a fact, and I respect T-Pain for this. T-Pain canceled his tour due to low ticket sales. His team was trying to convince him to lie about it and bring up some kind of bullshit story, and he was like, nah, I'm not going out like that. My question to you, though, is being an artist that big in his caliber, how the fuck do you end up on a level where you ain't selling tickets for your damn tour?
I don't think he's consistent enough.
You don't believe so?
Not really, like.
I mean, consider to how consistent he was when he was doing it.
Yeah. And I mean, he's kind of lax.
Right.
This is my personal opinion.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't think he's really consistent enough. So
Would you went out with the same way and just said it straight out? Yo, I'm canceling because or that's bad PR right there.
I don't know. What about the few fans that did want to see him?
It's a fact.
I'm not gonna disappoint them. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's one person buy a ticket, I'm finna come on. We gonna rock out with me and homie.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? I'd have did it for the one fan that is still spinning my music, helping me get a check.
Teddy P, man, I hope you get back on your shit and get them tickets. So the elephant in the room. Kanye.
You feel me?
Jesus is king.
Yeah.
Jesus is king, and we all know this, but he calls it a gospel album. Now, the thing is he calling it a gospel album in his perspective of what gospel is, or is it going to be a legitimate gospel album?
Now, when you're dealing with religion, that's a personal opinion.
Right.
So, like, if he feels that it's for God and it's gospel, then it is.
Mm-hmm.
That, in my opinion, might be something different. It's just like it's different denominations of religion that people believe in.
Right.
Just because you pray a certain way doesn't mean it's right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? But as long as you're serving the man upstairs and y'all relationship is tight, then that's all that's
So let's get straight into the nitty-gritty fact fuck shit. Is he doing it for fucking clout, or is it?
I can't say that.
You can't say that.
I mean, the man is chipped up, so I mean, he's just doing what he want to do.
And don't get me wrong, I'm the biggest Kanye fan.
At the end of the day, he's gonna die spending the money he got right now without that album.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he doing what he want to do. So that's just what he wanted to do. So
they were talking about on Everyday Struggle. They were saying that he's building his way to create his own religion, so he can do whatever the fuck he wants and not get picked on for it.
Man, I don't think nobody really picking on him right now.
I mean, they hate they're hating or they're talking shit for
I mean, it comes with the territory. You can't do nothing great without getting criticized.
Right, and any publicity is good publicity.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So
it's a fact. Have you been hearing what's going on with Gucci Mane and the Breakfast Club?
What's going on? They banned him, didn't they?
Well, no. Charlemagne says no.
Okay.
Envy and Angela Yee, the ones with the beef, and he just had an interview with Charlamagne one-on-one.
Yeah, I seen that. I was watching that earlier.
So you heard how he told Charlamagne, basically Envy got the shit, he got a problem, and when he sees him, he's gonna come at him, and if he disrespects him in any sort of way, he's gonna slap the shit out of him.
I mean, that's doo-wop.
It's a fact. Listen, it's a fact.
I don't know why that's not surprising.
It's a fact.
Doo-wop been doing stuff like that.
So, in my opinion, and
you gonna say, is he wrong or right?
No.
I'm just saying it's
he's
doo-wop.
right. He's right.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason why I say he's right, and I hate to be sexist and this male chauvinist shit, she got caught. She got caught fucking talking shit, tricking with him on the video, and she want to back out now because she's on some kind of a big publicity stunt, and she's mad. Sometimes you gotta act like a Thoddington and it's on camera, and you're fucked.
You feel me?
You're fucked.
It is what it is.
Run with that shit. But shout out to Gucci, man. I'm from New York, but you gotta handle it with envy, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Overrated, underrated. This is a good part of the show.
Right. Overrated, underrated.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give you 2 artist names, and you're gonna let me know which one.
I am definitely underrated. But go ahead.
Next album name.
Man.
Mac Dre, E40. You're from the West.
Yeah.
Which one's overrated? Which one's overrated? Which one's underrated?
But you gotta understand, Mac Dre is like,
right. There's got to be one that people are gonna see. How you confused already, right?
But I mean, which one is overrated?
Mm-hmm. If you had to compare those two,
I think they're both underrated. For real, because
Mac Dre and Mac
Dre done so much for the West Coast.
Yes.
I mean, you gotta understand, he died in 2004, 5.
2004.
You still play his music right now, and his kids 18, 17 is still like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and then E40, I mean, he just brought so much slang to the game and just so much energy with his own mannerism. It's just crazy. Like, he should be known as one of the greats, for real. I mean, he's like 20 years strong.
Right.
I just was at a video shoot with him. He was like maybe 25 years in the game. Still dropping albums, you know what I'm saying? Like, right. Yeah, so.
I mean, I just say that because, I believe that Mac Dre was very underrated. Like, he didn't get hit.
He was selling so many units independently at the time. It was crazy. So, you know what I'm saying? I think they're both underrated.
It's a fact.
Yeah.
It's a fact. YG Tiger. Overrated, underrated. Which one's underrated? Which one's underrated?
See, now they're my friends.
That's even better. You can have a real honest opinion because I'll tell you about my friends.
Underrated what? Artists?
Yeah. Artist-wise. On the whole core.
I think they're underrated.
Both of them? Yeah. So nobody's overrated.
I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? Just YG is wrong. YG made it popular to be a B-dog.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? It was Crip Central in the music industry for a real long time.
He came out with his chest out.
You know what
blazing.
I'm saying? You put Compton, I put Bompton on the map. You know what I'm saying? And Tiger, man, like, I don't care what you say about Tiger. He drops hits. Every time he comes out with something, it's a hit single. Like, your girl's gonna be bumping it with her girls on the way to the club.
Yeah.
Like, he drops hit singles. I know people say he can't rap and he can't do this, but he on the billboard. Every time he drops, it's a single.
But I think that people say that he can't rap are people that don't listen to his body of music because Tiger could get in on some lyrics.
He rap, he's just different. But at the end of the day, it's still a hit. I don't care what he's saying. I don't care if he got on there talking about Mary had a little lamb.
He gonna make it pop.
Them girls is bobbing to it, dancing to it. Like, the bitch definitely gonna like it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah, underrated, definitely.
This was gonna hit you hard, and God bless the dead. Nipsey Hussle in the game.
Do I think Nipsey was underrated? Definitely. Like, Nipsey was greater than what was perceived to him, and it's fucked up that he had to die in order for people to see that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The game is like a West Coast legend too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Is he underrated? Maybe. It depends on everybody's opinion though. Like, so
I didn't like the game up until 10 years of the game being out.
Game had bars when he was with G Unit though.
Right.
You know,
I was getting a little bit biased maybe too because I was from New York and I like,
But even that shit he had with Jim Jones.
Yeah, it was a fact. A fact.
You know
but Jim Jones was the he brought the flavor of every other city into the North. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you, Nipsey, and I'm one of those people. I've listened to Nipsey. I knew his body, but I've never studied his work until he passed away. And it was sad because He's a fucking hell of an artist.
Yeah, he is.
He was speaking shit like telling stories, and that's the type of music I like to listen to.
Yeah.
So, but he, in my opinion, he is super underrated compared to the game.
Yeah.
Compared to the game. We're not drinking today, but we're gonna talk about rap snacks real quick. Fetty just, he's addicted to Fetty right now. We got Cardi. Shout out to Cardi. Cardi got a Fast and the Furious spot. I don't know if you heard about that. She's big mainstream now.
She did mainstream though. She doing her thing.
But once you get on Fast and the Furious, bro,
she got bars.
That's like marrying a Kim Kardashian.
She got some bars.
She does.
I ain't gonna lie.
Shout out to the Bronx.
She one of the first females. I've been like, did you hear what she just said? You feel me? Like she got some bars for real. I ain't gonna lie.
So if you had to pick one,
pick one what? Do a song with?
Cardi or Nicki?
Cardi.
Yeah. Not for influence. I'm talking about music wise.
Because I know she a little more gutted. You know, my music kind of. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
She a little more gutted. You feel me?
And she just speaks to the streets. Interview time. I didn't know you were from the West Coast.
Las Vegas, baby.
You're the king of Nevada.
I feel like I'm a king in general. Nevada's small. There's a whole universe out here, man.
Yeah? So you come in and take the crown of the whole universe.
Man, I think that's what I'm here for.
It's
Anybody think any different is...
It's a fact. Nevada, growing up in Nevada, I mean, I've only been to the West Coast one time. I've been to San Diego. So I don't know the life of that, how was it growing up in Nevada? I mean, I don't know shit about Nevada, but aliens.
It's a typical West Coast city. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It ain't really much different from anything else on the West Coast. I mean, y'all watch Boys in the Hood, colors, shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It started from a plug and a handshake.
That's facts.
Yeah.
As y'all would say up north.
It started. Well, so what's facts for the West Side?
Huh?
What's facts for the West Side?
I mean, we say that too, but y'all started that.
That's how it started off though. Is that rap cap or is that true life shit?
No, I mean I was in the streets a very long time before I started doing my thing. You know? When I met Ross, I was in a Phantom. So.
A real life luxury lorry shit, right? All facts, no cap. You've been rapping for 4 years, and then you get into
Ross for 4 years, yeah.
Ross for 4 years, and then you grab it. Like how does it work? Is that the energy? Is it your lyrics? What grabbed that Ross to come to you and be like, yo? In your opinion, because obviously you can't speak for another man.
I mean, like from what he said, just what I was talking and how I pick my beats, you know what I'm saying? And then I feel like he might have seen a little bit of me in him, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He might have a little bit of comparison, and then he seen how niggas was moving in the streets and shit like that. So, that always attracts a motherfucker. So,
and just like you were driving a Phantom before you were signed, you had a lot of cosigns before you were signed as well.
Yeah, motherfuckers fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be in the streets for real.
I mean, don't be humble. You got Dobie, 2 Chainz, Filthy Rich, YG, Mozzie, Slim 400, Arsenal, Fat Joe. I mean, you got a list of fucking all stars.
Yeah, motherfuckers fuck with me.
And those are the artists that people like me that listen to hardcore rap. That's more respectable than you got. I mean, a Lil Pump on. I mean, you could have a Lil Pump on you and respect to Lil Pump. Shout out to Dave.
Me too.
Shout out to Dave. But I respect him more when you got like a gunplay on the track because that's like street.
Yeah.
Connected with street.
Yeah, on top out the gate.
Curse of a Criminal Mind.
Curse of a Criminal Mind, man.
How long it take to get that?
To be honest with you, I got like over. What was it like? My engineer 1,700 songs recorded. Yeah, so.
The fuck you find time to do that?
Studio 8 hours a day, treat it like a regular job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just going with it.
Just going in. So the problem ain't getting the songs. The problem is picking the songs. You know what I'm saying? So I really just be trying to vibe out, see who likes who more, play something, see who bobs their head. You know what I'm saying? Right. Shit like that. I take criticism very well.
So being an artist, like you gotta go off more what your studio sessions going with versus you. I think because if I'm an artist, I'm gonna go off. I'm gonna be like, yo, that's how. I can't do that.
I can't do that.
No,
I can't do that because some of the songs I like, motherfuckers won't like. You feel me? And I'd have been through it a million times. I'm like, that shit hot. The homies would be like, yeah, it's cool. And then I play something, they'll be like, that's the one. I'd be like, I really didn't like that.
What types of the shit that you pick? Like, is it the gutter? Is the gutter? Is the club?
It could be anything. Like, it don't matter. Like, anything that I ever picked that I thought was the one, the majority of people didn't like it. And I don't hang around a bunch of yes men, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with motherfuckers who really do music and shit. So it's kind of like, niggas be like, that's cool.
And that's a fact too, because you see, I see that right there is respectful, because there's a lot of motherfuckers that have egos and they just go off of what they believe is hot. And then you got the yes men, like you said. So you got a group full of niggas. Yeah, that's hot. Yeah, that's hot. Yeah, that's hot.
Like, don't do that, because if your friends don't like it, the outside people definitely ain't gonna like it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I fucked up a lot on this show drinking too much. My friends are telling me, family, yo, you slurring.
Stop drinking.
You looking this way, you looking that way. So it's, and you gotta listen to it. Fall in. With
my boy Jazz Laser. Jazz here with me right now. We shoot the video out here, man.
Oh, that's Jazz.
That's Jazz right there.
Oh, I fucks with that. I fucks with that.
Jazz Laser right there. Listen, I fuck with Jazz when I need a hit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I do. That's the hit maker in Las Vegas.
Yeah, I get Jazz on the next show. You drink? Yeah, I do. For he gonna drink and play the game next time. Cartier Shades.
With Ross.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I gotta tell you, that song, and I consider myself a hip hop connoisseur. Mm-hmm. Rick Ross he was a very, when I was coming, because I moved to Miami 2003, and Rick Ross reminded me, with Gunplay and Briscoe, but those three people reminded me that you can be lyrical and from the South at the same time. Because when I was growing up, I had a bunch of garbage growing up, and then when I moved down here, I hear Rick Ross. You kept up with Ross on the bar. So it was.
Well, shit, I don't think you gonna hear a song where I don't keep up with a nigga.
No, I'm talking about you can keep up. You was keeping up with the rest of those dudes. That was okay. When you keep up with Ross, you I don't know if you know that's a blessing.
I mean, I recorded that song a year before Ross got on there.
Really? So it's syndicated that you.
He just loved that song. Like, the first time he heard it, he was like, "Man, I need that," and it just took him a while to get on it. But
facts. But you really showed your ass on that shit. Pause. Like sure. That shit was lit.
For sure, I appreciate that.
My two favorites are Fed Up and Self-Made. Mm-hmm. Self-Made, like I was telling you, I was driving 110 to the studio listening to that shit.
Gunplay gave me a classic verse on there.
Yeah, that shit's lit.
Yeah, Gunplay did the same.
Which one's your favorite on there? You had to pick one.
Probably that Fall In track.
Fall In.
It's just different, and it's my first real single that's gonna be pushed for the ladies. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So
yeah, Fall In's dope.
It is dope. It's a dope ass record.
Shout out to my guy.
Jazz Laser. Now I will say this. Usually I do my verses first before anybody. With Jazz, he did that hook, and I sat on the motherfucker for a week.
So you had to work with the lead.
I listened to it hella times because the hook was so hard and this nigga was doing his thing. I'm like, damn, Jazz. You feel me? But I just bumped it a few times, and one day I went to the studio. I ain't gonna lie, he don't even know this. I wasn't even gonna record it yet. I was still thinking how I was gonna start. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Cause I gotta start this off fresh. I was in the studio and Pat was like, "Here, Yowda, you gotta finish this." I was like, "What?" He was like, "Come finish this, man."
Was it as hard as for you as it was for him, or you just got on there snapping?
Nah, that was on there. I just walked in there. He just walking in and do shit, man.
He's showing out.
Yeah, he walking the beat play. He walking. He only say that. He just walk in the booth, say it, come out. It's done. All right, let me add this ad lib to it real quick.
Pass me the patrol after that, right?
But yeah, it was just so hot because I had played the hook for a lot of people, and the ladies was like, "That's it." You know what I'm saying? And when the ladies said it was it, and then when the niggas was like they liked it, you gotta hit. Sometimes niggas be like, "It's cool," but niggas like, "That's hot."
No, that shit's lit.
You feel me?
It's lit.
So it's like that's why I was kind of like, man, what I'm gonna say at the beginning of this? That's what I kept thinking how I'm gonna start it off.
Right.
And I usually don't be stuck like that. I usually go in there right after him. You know what I'm saying? On that one, I was like, let's go to the next one. And then, like I said,
is that your first track together, or y'all have?
Hell no, we got classics. Yeah.
Oh, y'all got a whole tape.
I told you that's what I go to for the hits.
Okay. Yeah. Listen, I gotta go check that shit out after this.
Right there. We got a hell of a chemistry. You know what I'm saying?
That's how, you sing what you said, if, you play a track and niggas fuck with it, bitches fuck with it. It's the same thing with me. When I'm going to interview somebody, when they have a track like that, I'll go and when I'm riding with my wife, I'm like, babe, what you feel about this one?
Yeah. You liked that, huh?
That's the same. So I know it's a hit because if I like it, I low key like it and don't say nothing. I'll be like, "How you like that one, babe?" Yeah. It's like, I say, "Yeah, it's just lit for sure." Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because I still got that nigga mentality where I'm like,
"Yeah, all the time."
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie.
Facts
Jazz will bring it out of you though. Like I said, Jazz will get you on some player shit.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, y'all, you ain't gotta shoot everybody and sell dope all day. I'm like, all right, man.
It's a fact. No, because when his vibe on is like, yo, you gonna get the bitches with this. You know what I'm saying?
All the time. And that's what he do. You feel me? So that's what it is.
It's a fact. That track Cartier Shades. Who made that beat? Do you know? Or?
AK.
AK.
Nigga AK out the Bay Area.
Did he sample DMX's song on that, or a similar song that DMX made? It's called Ready to Meet Him. If you don't know, find out for me.
I don't know.
Because there's a song called Ready to Meet Him by DMX. His first album, Flesh of My Flesh, and it's that melody in the background.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think you did, but
shout out to AK. If you did, shout out to AK. I caught that shit. I caught it. Anything else that you working on? Because I know you got we got Curse of the Criminal Mind out right now.
Yeah.
I know you touring right now.
Yeah.
Are you working on something where nobody knows about, but I get it exclusively?
Oh man, I couldn't do that, man. Nah, I'm just working, man. I got a whole bunch of videos dropping from the album. It's just looking up right now. It's really doing good. We're supposed to, you know.
How you feeling, Dade?
How I'm feeling today?
No, how you feeling, Dade? How you feeling, Dade County?
I've been here a bunch of times.
Yeah.
I've been to Miami a bunch.
Is it a vibe or no?
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite places, but I just, you know, it's like second home.
All right. It's the West Coast. You got this stuff. The West Coast people just say like, yeah, it's alright, it's cool, but
you know, West Coast vibe is, you know, we kind of laid back. It's cool. You know, New York, y'all be like, yo, man.
Yeah. It's popping. It's lit. It's the Brothers Litty Show. We lit.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, I fuck with Miami. I fuck with the vibe. You know what I'm saying? You know, Miami, some cool like chill shit. You know what I'm saying?
Do you see any like influences that's moving from the West Coast down here?
As far as music?
Yeah.
Other than me?
Other than you.
I mean, I think
you're very versatile. If you don't know, I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, I have like a lot of people hear me like, "Where you from?"
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then I'll be like, "I'm from Vegas." Or a lot of niggas they thought I was from LA. I get that a lot.
There's a lot of ignorant people that don't know the difference between fucking LA and Vegas. Like they think
the West Coast is just the West Coast.
West Coast,
yeah.
West Coast.
Because I'll be like, you from, hey, you know me from LA. I'm from Vegas. Yeah. Or they say West Coast is LA.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, it's a whole bunch of different stuff.
I just found out Neil's from Vegas. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Shout out to Neil. I didn't know he was. Are you from Vegas too?
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all.
Yeah, he a little better than Neo.
Oh no, he's on Neil's college, bro.
Yeah,
he's popping. Like I'm telling you, bro, he's popping. I'm like a little bit more starstruck that he's here because when I heard the song, I'm like, I gotta see who it was.
He a little better than Neo.
I mean, Neil. Listen,
and he a real nigga. No, I'm me.
I gotta hear more of his craft before I can say he's better than Neil. But you up there, bro. You up there. And if you keep working, you're probably gonna be better than Neil.
He might have wrote one of Neo's songs. I mean, I know I ain't supposed to put that out there.
No, that happens. Shit happens in life. You know what I'm saying? Any shout outs to anybody, you know?
Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to the whole MMG family. Shout out to everybody in Vegas, everybody watching. Shout out to the Fetty Wap Honey Jalapenos. I ate this whole bag, man. This shit gonna give me a headache.
Nah, we don't give it another one. All you need is a bottle of water. That sodium goes down.
You feel me? Yeah, shout out to everybody. Shout out to you for having me.
Yo, I appreciate you. I appreciate the person that put us here.
No, for sure.
Like, shout out to her.
Shout out to Keisha.
Keisha, if you watch it, or you probably will watch because you want to see how it went. Yeah, I appreciate you. Yo, she's very professional.
She's the first PR I had. You know, I wasn't taking this real serious. Now I got a PR manager, everything right now.
Has she been making the right moves?
Man, Keisha be on my ass.
Yeah.
What? Interviews. You got this.
She convinced me to dub somebody for you. Like somebody was supposed to be here today, and she's like, I got this, I got that. This ain't happening, that ain't happening. Can I have it Friday? I was like, I was just putting, I got you. Like, I didn't even think about it. Yeah, so she's working.
She do. She be on helmets, man. Like, I didn't answer her phone. We was at a video shoot earlier. The homie called me. He's like, man, you know you got an interview today. She didn't call the homie. They had a homie call. That's why Deuce called earlier. Shout out to
Keisha. Shout out to Vic, because Vic was connected with Keisha. Shout out to 24 Hip Hop. I appreciate your time, bro. I appreciate your music. I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't heard you until maybe 2 weeks prior.
It's all good. I mean, that's the Curse of a Criminal Mind is a good introduction.
Oh, but I was listening to the shit before that. I led up to that today.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I was listening, but I didn't.
What'd you listen to?
I didn't study it. There was the one with you and the dude from New Jersey. I fucked with a lot. Arsenal. Yes. Yeah. I fucked with that tape a lot. Yeah. That tape was.
That was a good. Jazz had a classic on that one too.
See, I probably skipped it, wasn't paying attention to it, and then I gotta go back to that one, listen to that. But that tape I was really fucking with.
And now that one was because Arsenal a battle rapper.
Yes.
So I had to come with some bars on that because
he can stay up.
I ain't gonna say I beat him out, but we had a nice little race, man. It was.
And I started recently listening to Dope B as well. Not Dope B. What's the other dude's name? I'm sorry.
Doughboy.
Not Doughboy, yeah, Doughboy too, but there's the other dude, Filthy Rich.
Oh, Filthy.
I started listening to him recently, and before I even knew about you, and then when I heard you guys together, that's a good look too.
I got a whole tape with him.
I know I got a good look together. And obviously Gunplay is one of my favorite Miami rappers. And your tracks with him. So I mean, I was listening to a lot of YouTube shit. I was doing a lot of homework, just tracks here and there. I didn't write down my names of the songs and lyrics for lyrics, but
shit, I got a bunch of tapes out, man.
I seen that. I seen that. I seen like when you were talking about the Phantom and shit. I seen all the in the music. I heard all the glamorous and you seem one to say that when you speak on what you got, it's not no bullshit. So but appreciate you. Shout out to Homestead. Shout out to MMG. Shout out to 24 Hour Hip Hop. Shout out to Rapflix. Shout out to Mismatch. Shout out to DJ Hayes. This is your only time gonna be down here, or when you come back?
I come back here Monday. I go to Texas tomorrow, and I come back Sunday. And then after that,
will you be here Monday?
No, I leave Monday afternoon.
Well, if you're ever in town on a Monday, we do industry nights. Shout out to Big Chuck. It's where a lot of artists come and network. Flowrider was there last weekend. So if you're ever on a Monday, let's connect.
Let's rock out.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Put everybody on.
Get back as soon as possible.
This is the Brothers Litty Show, and y'all remember one thing: I have no liver.
I need another bag of chips.
I got you. Right? Appreciate you, man. Huh? Oh shit, my bad. You're right. Let's go to that, man.
What one?
We gotta show what we was talking about, because 24. Did you hear this track?
I said talk about how you wasn't popping before you met him.
Who did?
Somebody said you wasn't popping before you met him. That was a serious accusation.
I got rich, my bitch ain't called a foreign. That bitch so wet that she came with a warning. That head so good I stayed into the morning. What's open that pussy in the falling? Yeah, and we gone in. That dip that we keep that shit in motion. Coming out of closet, got it soaking. If you bust it open, I'ma fall in.
Since I fell forward, nothing but Chanel forward. She can